We didn't know what it would feel like. NBA teams playing in the middle of a pandemic, in empty arenas, with fake crowd noise and rosters that on any day resemble a hunk of Swiss cheese. Will games even feel real? Or was this going to feel like watching a season's worth of pickup at LA Fitness? Well, guess what? They're real and they're spectacular, at least when the stars gather like they did yesterday.
I got that.
It turns out if you throw KD, James Harden, and Giannis on one court and LeBron, AD, Steph, and Draymond on another, some of the best basketball players in the world still play like it, even without teams being allowed to practice much these days. Exhibit A, Curry, finding the basket here. This was nice.
That wasn't a foul.
Finding Draymond on the pick and roll there.
That was a travel.
Like all times.
That was a foul. That was a travel.
And then finally hitting this banger
monstrous.
from 28 feet.
There is no
more than
hate
a minute
here.
on the clock.
That's absurd.
Right?
Over the defensive player of the year? Come on.
What year was
I don't know what's more impressive,
Last year?
that shot
Yeah, it
put
was
the
this year.
Warriors up by 5 after they've been down by 19 early in the game, or that the 6'3" Curry hit that over, as the guys here point out, the outstretched arms of Anthony Davis and his 7'6" wingspan. It was just vintage. Curry would finish with 26. Golden State as a whole appeared to be figuring something out about its rotations. A tweak in substitution patterns certainly seemed to help Kelly Oubre, for one. Still, the Lakers had the chance to win the game in the end. Instead, LeBron passes to Dennis Schroeder, who flings the ball in, I guess, the general direction of Alex Caruso.
What was going
A
on?
mess ensues. A timeout managed to reset things with 1.7 on the clock. All LeBron could do, launch this three that does not fall. All in all, it was not a flawless display of basketball. The Lakers in particular got sloppy. Neither LeBron nor AD ever really got going, and the officiating was a topic of conversation throughout.
Yeah.
But it sure was fun, as was the Nets-Bucks showdown earlier in the evening. If this in fact turns out to be the Eastern Conference Finals, you can sign me up for 7 games. This one had 20 lead changes, including 8 in the final 5 minutes alone. Giannis had a strong game overall, finishing with 34 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists, although the Nets took the book on defending him to an extreme. You know how most teams give Giannis space from deep? Well, Brooklyn gave him basically an entire county, averaging 15 feet of pad, the most any player has been afforded from 3 since Second Spectrum began tracking this stuff 8 seasons ago. Now, the Nets were much more physical with Giannis otherwise, though. Check the little shove there from Durant.
He initiated that. He stepped in front of somebody. I'd be mad if I was KD, too.
Harden, meanwhile, finishing with 34, including hitting that little shot to put the Nets up 1. He also had that driving floater. Giannis would answer with a two-handed putback, a little authority there. But it was Durant who would have the last word, draining the go-ahead 3 on a pass from Harden.
Look at that.
Afterward, both players discussed why they seem to be meshing together better now than even when they played together in OKC.
We were young in Oklahoma City. You know, we're grown men now. You know, we know what we want. We really know the game of basketball now. You know, we're not those young guys that just run around and want to just shoot and dunk all day.
We've been through a lot in this league, experienced a lot, and for us to bring it together now and combine what we've learned over this time and try to play great basketball, I think it was pretty seamless for us.
Yeah, it is nice when the NBA looks like the regular NBA, with fans screaming and arenas full of energy and players who can take the court each night without someone sticking a Q-tip up their nose 3 times a day. But as we saw yesterday, anyone who tells you what's going on this season isn't real basketball is missing just how much spectacular there still is to see. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.